here's a look at what's going on this week in the news. We begin with news from around the country. The Alaska Supreme Court in a 4-1 decision struck down a voter-approved law that required her parents to be notified before a minor girl could receive an abortion. The law had included an option for a judge to bypass the notification requirement in special circumstances. The law had been approved by voters in 2010, making Alaska the first state to pass a parental notification law through a citizen-led initiative. The law was challenged in the state Supreme Court by Planned Parenthood, but in 2012, Anchorage Superior Court Judge John Suddick upheld major portions of the law. In 2010, before the law took effect, there were 113 abortions performed on girls under 17. After the law took effect, that number went down to 87 in 2011. And the state also saw a record low number of reported abortions last year. In 2015, 1,334 abortions were performed, the fewest since 2003, when Alaska began recording data. In news now from the Vatican, following the attacks in Munich July 22nd, Baghdad in July 24th, and Kabul on July 25th, Pope Francis called on Christians to increase their prayers for peace during his Sunday Angelus address.
Il nostro animo è ancora una volta scosso da triste notizie relativi a deplorevoli atti di terrorismo e di violenza che hanno causato dolore e morte. Penso ai drammatici eventi di Monaco in Germania e di Kabul in Afghanistan, dove hanno perso la vita numerose persone innocenti. Quanto più sembrano insormontabili le difficoltà e oscure le prospettive di sicurezza e di pace, tanto più insistente deve farsi la nostra preghiera.
In news now from Rome, the Holy See and France have come to an agreement on who shall take over responsibility for the Trinita de Monte Church, which towers above Rome's Spanish Steps. In a series of amendments signed July 25th, Emmanuel, a French-founded Catholic community, will run the church and convent starting September 1st. The gardens, the school, a pilgrim welcome center, and all works of art on the property will also come under the community's care. The new amendments are part of an 1828 accord between the two states. The early 16th century church had first been run by the Sisters of the Sacred Heart of Jesus. A Paris-based monastic fraternity took over in 2006, but could no longer take responsibility for running the property. The Emmanuel community is an international Catholic community recognized by the Holy See. Founded in France in 1972, the community has almost 10,000 members, made up of lay and consecrated men and women, as well as priests from about 60 countries. In news from around the world, as you know, World Youth Day is going on this week in Krakow, Poland, and a survey has been released to give us a better idea of who is attending and what their plans are for the week. Rome Reports has the results of the survey and breaks down the numbers for us.
A July survey published by the volunteers of World Youth Day 2016 gathered results from 7,400 Krakow attendees from 100 countries on everything from where they will be staying in the city to why faith is beneficial in life. With a 65% women majority in attendance, the average age of participants is 22 years old. Nearly 36% of all pilgrims will arrive in Krakow on Monday, July 25th, and the same percent plan on returning home the following Monday, August 1st. 8 out of 10 people from more distant countries, such as America, will also be traveling to other countries in addition to Poland. Close to 80% of attendees will come with religious affiliations or with a parish, and almost 30% of them still don't know where they will stay during the night while they are there. 2 out of every 3 attendees has never been to a previous World Youth Day, so Krakow will be a new experience for many. 3/4 of participants hope to find themselves through discovering Jesus at World Youth Day. 65% are seeking an event with Pope Francis, and another 65% want to live new experiences. Coinciding with the Jubilee Year of Mercy, 76% believe that faith in Christ has a positive impact on being kind and practicing the works of mercy, such as helping the poor and needy. 3 out of every 4 attendees also believes that with faith, it's possible to build a better world today. Just over half are students and 3/4 live with their parents in their respective country. They will communicate with friends and family both in Poland and back home, through WhatsApp and through Facebook during their week experience in Krakow.
And finally in the news, the Vatican has announced that Pope Francis has appointed John Garvey, president of the Catholic University of America, to the board of directors of the Vatican's Agency for the Evaluation and Promotion of Quality in Ecclesiastical Universities and Faculties. Pope Benedict XVI created the agency in 2007 to promote and develop a culture of quality within the academic institutions that depend directly on the Holy See, as well as help institutions identify, evaluate, and improve their mission and objectives. Garvey, who is a former dean of Boston College Law School and once assistant to the Solicitor General of the United States, is the first member to come from the U.S. Most of the agency's work focuses on institutes in Europe. However, it hopes to expand to evaluating facilities located outside of Europe. That's all the information we have for you this time. I'm Kevin Nelson. Don't forget, you can keep up to date on Catholic news throughout the week with Catholic Newsbreak right here on the Catholic TV Network.